Dirain, and join me in my journey as a FSM student in Southern Luzon State University. So for today's video, I will be showing you 5 different mixing techniques, and these are the tools and equipments that we will be needing. Of course, the mixing bowl, a hand mixer, a wire whisk, and a sifter. The 5 mixing techniques that I will be showing you today are: first one is the sifting, number 2 is creaming, 3 is beating, number 4 whipping, and lastly number 5 is folding.
But before we start, let me first wash my hands to ensure that my hands are free from bacteria.
Things that we need in sifting is of course the bowl, flour, and a sifter. All we need to do is get the flour and put it on the sifter.
Then gently tap the side repeatedly until all of the flour has passed through the strainer. Through sifting, it breaks lumps on the mixture, aerates it, and ensures even mixing of ingredients. We only not sift flour but also dry ingredients for better distribution.
Next mixing technique is creaming. What we need are a bowl, hand mixer, and the ingredients, which are butter and sugar. All we need to do is put the butter on the bowl
And the sugar.
and mix it.
Creaming is the process of mixing sugar and softened butter together to create a smooth, uniform mixture in which the sugar is dissolved and equally distributed. It is important for creating air needed for leavening and thus help to produce a light and fluffy cakes or bakery products.
Next mixing technique is beating. What we need are the following: the ingredients, which is egg, the wire whisk, and the bowl. All we need to do is put the egg on the bowl and beat it.
Beating means to stir rapidly to blend ingredients into a smooth mixture while also adding a bit of air to the mixture. Beating can be done by hand with a whisk or using a stand mixer.
Next mixing technique is whipping. What we need are a bowl, hand mixer, and the ingredient, which is egg white. All we need to do is put the egg white on the mixing bowl and whip it.
Whipping is similar to beating, but the two are not synonymous. Whipping means to beat vigorously in order to incorporate a large amount of air into an ingredient or mixture. Just be patient with the process and you will have the outcome that you want.
Next mixing technique is folding. What we need are, of course, the mixing bowl, a wooden spatula since I don't have a rubber spatula, and we will just mix the ingredients, which is the egg white that I beat earlier and the egg yolk.
Folding is a way to gently combine ingredients with different densities without deflating the lighter or the aerated ingredient. A lighter ingredient like whipped egg whites may be folded into a heavier ingredient or mixture.
Hi, I am Krystal Dirain,
And I'm Jason Makasinag,
and for today's video, we will be making a yeast bread.
called Star Bread.
Here are the ingredients: milk,
White sugar,
yeast,
egg,
softened butter,
salt,
egg for egg wash,
all-purpose flour,
brown sugar.
In a medium mixing bowl, whisk together milk, sugar, yeast, and egg until smooth. In a large mixing bowl, add flour, butter, and salt and mix well with a spatula. Pour in the wet mixture and stir well to combine until it forms a shaggy dough, scraping down the sides of the bowl, and there should be no dry flour particles visible. Knead the dough on a clean, lightly floured surface for 5 minutes until it changes from a sticky, shaggy dough into a smooth and soft dough ball. Apply a little bit of oil or butter in your hands if needed. Cover the bowl with a plastic cling wrap and let the dough rise at room temperature for 1 hour until doubled. Flatten the dough and divide it into 4 equal pieces. Shape into smooth balls by cupping the dough in your palm and making circular motions. Roll each dough ball into a 10-inch circle approximately. Place one dough circle on a piece of parchment paper. Spread 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons sugar evenly on top. Stack the dough circle on top and stretch it so that the 2 dough circles align on the edges. Spread the same amount of butter and sugar on top. Repeat the step until 4 layers of dough are stacked evenly with filling. The top layer will not have any butter or sugar on top. Place a 3-inch round object such as round cookie cutter or rim of a glass in the center to make an indent, which becomes the center of the star. Cut the dough into 16 evenly spaced strips with a knife. Make sure all the layers are cut through. Take 2 strips at a time and twist them away from each other twice. Then press the 2 bottom ends together to make a point. Repeat the twisting until the star bread forms 8 points. Cover the star bread loosely with plastic cling wrap and let it rise at room temperature for 30 minutes until almost doubled. Preheat oven to 350° Fahrenheit. Transfer the star bread with the parchment paper onto a large half-sheet baking pan. Brush with egg wash evenly on top. Bake for 25 minutes until the top turns golden brown. Allow the star bread cool for 10 minutes, then serve. Dust with confectioner sugar on top.
Here is our final product for yeast bread. Star bread. Hi, I'm Krystal and I'm Krystal Dirain. And for today's video, we will be making quick bread called chocolate loaf brown sugar, chocolate chips, salt, baking soda, baking powder, white sugar, 2 eggs, whole milk, unsalted butter, and vanilla.
In a large bowl, we sift the cocoa to remove the lumps. Make sure that the cocoa are well sifted. Once the sifting of cocoa are done, we work on our dry ingredients. We whisk in the flour, both sugars, baking powders, baking soda, and salt. Then we add the chocolate chips into the mixture and reserve a 1/4 cup and set aside it for the toppings. And then in a separate bowl, we whisk together the eggs, milk, slightly cooled melted butter, and vanilla until it will mix well. We'll just make a well in the center of the dry ingredients to add the wet ingredients, and then we will using the spatula to fold the dry and wet ingredients to mix or combine together. Just keep on folding until it will well combine. After the desired consistency are achieved, transfer it in a loaf pan. So make sure that the loaf pan have a greased parchment paper for the easier removal of the bread. So make sure that it is evenly distributed in the loaf pan. Then add on the top the chocolate chips that we reserved before. Place it in a preheated oven and then bake it for 50 to 55 minutes in a 180 degrees Celsius. So after 55 minutes, the chocolate loaf bread are done.
Here is our final product for baked bread, chocolate loaf bread.
Hi, I am Krystal Dirain, and for today's video, we will be making cream puff. So here are the ingredients. First, butter, sugar, salt, egg, and baking powder. So let's start.
Here is the final product, cream puff. Good day! For today's video, we're gonna make vanilla cake
With vanilla buttercream frosting. So here are the ingredients. All-purpose flour,
baking powder,
butter,
oil,
salt,
eggs,
vanilla extract,
milk.
and sugar.
So here's are the ingredients for vanilla buttercream frosting.
Powdered sugar,
Butter
milk.
and vanilla extract.
Let's bake.
Combine dry ingredients. Whisk flour, baking powder, and salt in a large bowl, then set aside.
Beat eggs and pour the sugar in over 45 seconds. Then beat for 7 minutes on speed 8 or until tripled in volume and white.
Gently add flour when the egg is whipped, scattered 1/3 flour across surface, then beat on speed 1/4 to 5 seconds. Add remaining flour, then mix on speed 1 for 5 to 10 seconds until the flour is just mixed in.
In a heated milk butter, pour hot milk, vanilla, and oil into the now empty flour bowl. Add about 1½ cups of the egg butter into the milk butter. Use a whisk to mix until smooth. You can be vigorous here. It will look foamy.
Pour butter into pans. Bake 30 minutes or until golden and toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Remove from oven.
Cool in cake pans for 15 minutes. Gently turn out onto cooling racks. If using as layer cakes, cool upside down. Slide dome will be flattened perfectly. Level cake equals neat layers.
Vanilla buttercream. Beat butter with paddle attachment in stand mixer for 3 minutes on high until it changes from yellow to almost white and it becomes fluffy and creamy.
Add powdered sugar gradually in 3 lots. Beating slowly, then once mostly incorporated, beat on high for a full 3 minutes until fluffy.
Add vanilla and milk, then beat for a further 30 seconds. Use milk only if needed to make it lovely and soft.
final product, vanilla cake with vanilla buttercream frosting. Enjoy!